Anthony Stephen Evers is an American politician and educator who has served as the 46th governor of Wisconsin since January 7, 2019. A member of the Democratic Party, Evers previously served as the Wisconsin Superintendent of Public Instruction for 10 years. Born and raised in Plymouth, Wisconsin, Evers was educated at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, eventually receiving a Ph.D. After working as a schoolteacher for several years, he became a school administrator, serving as a principal and, later, district superintendent. Evers first ran for superintendent of public instruction in 1993 and again in 2001, losing both elections. Evers was instead appointed deputy superintendent, a position he served in from 2001 to 2009. In 2009, he ran for superintendent of public instruction again, this time winning. He was re-elected twice, in 2013 and 2017. On August 23, 2017, Evers announced his candidacy for governor of Wisconsin, challenging two-term Republican incumbent Scott Walker. Walker was seen as a vulnerable incumbent and had been criticized for his education policies. Evers won the Democratic primary in August 2018. Former state representative Mandela Barnes won the primary for lieutenant governor, becoming Evers's running mate. The pair defeated the Scott Walker-Rebecca Kleefisch ticket in the general election. Evers was born in 1951 in Plymouth, Wisconsin, the son of Gene, and doctoral degrees from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. He began his professional career as a teacher and media coordinator in the Tomah School District. From 1979 to 1980 he was principal of Tomah Elementary School. And from 1980 to 1984 he was principal of Tomah High School. From 1984 to 1988 Evers was superintendent of the Oakfield School District. And from 1988 to 1992 he was superintendent of the Verona School District. From 1992 to 2001 he was administrator of the Cooperative Education Service Agency in Oshkosh. Evers first ran for state superintendent, a non-partisan post, in 1993 and was defeated by John Benson. In 2001 he came in third in the primary to Elizabeth Burmaster. After her election, Burmaster appointed Evers deputy superintendent, a position he held until Burmaster was appointed president of Nicolet College. Evers served as president of the Council of Chief State School Officers and from 2001 to 2009 was Wisconsin's deputy superintendent of public instruction. Evers then ran again in 2009, this time winning. He defeated Rose Fernandez in the general election. In April 2013 Evers defeated Dawn Pride Moore and won re-election. In 2017 Evers defeated Republican candidate Lowell Holtz, a former Beloit superintendent, with about 70% of the vote. In 2009 Evers used government email accounts for fundraising purposes. He and another government employee were fined $250 each for soliciting campaign donations during work hours. In October 2018, a divided federal appeals court found that Evers had violated neither the U.S. Constitution's free exercise clause nor its establishment clause when he denied busing to an independent Catholic school because there was a nearby archdiocesan school. In 2017 Evers secured increased state investment in order to increase the number of trained professionals in schools and more funding for mental health training and cross-sector collaboration. As superintendent, Evers worked with the Great Lakes Intertribal Council and the federally recognized tribal nations in Wisconsin to begin an MOU process with each tribal nation to outline the working partnership the state seeks to establish and grow with each sovereign nation. Evers proposed the Fair Funding for Our Future school finance reform plan. The plan sought to address some of the challenges with the Wisconsin school funding system and proposed changes to ensure equity and transparency in the quality of Wisconsin schools. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker never included Evers's plan in his proposed state budgets. Citing the cost in March 2016, the United States Department of Education announced that Evers had been selected to serve on the negotiated rulemaking committee for Title I, part of the Every Student Succeeds Act. The federal committee was charged with drafting proposed regulations for 2 areas of the ESSA. Sparsity aid was enacted in Wisconsin based on recommendations from Evers's Rural Schools Advisory Council. The council stressed that declining enrollment and escalating fixed costs put added pressure on small, sparsely populated districts. Since it was implemented, hundreds of school districts have benefited from sparsity aid. On August 23, 2017, Evers announced that he would seek the Democratic nomination for governor of Wisconsin in 2018. He cited his 2017 re-election as state superintendent with over 70% of the vote, as well as his criticism of Governor Walker, as key reasons for deciding to run. Evers launched his first campaign advertisement against Walker on August 28, 2017. Evers won the 8-candidate Democratic